I think we'd all agree they're pretty important. I think the chemistry that we form on the trips are definitely present in our playing, and I think it definitely makes us stronger. We have lots of laughs. We definitely behave ourselves. No, we have a great time. We really enjoy ourselves. I think it's a really good balance between working really hard and performing on the field when we're out and away, really showing what Casey can do, and then also relaxing, having a good time, spending time with each other. It's really, really important, and it's really
structure-wise, foundation-wise, feel very strong in that concept. And like Ariel said, it's like a little family. Even if it was happen, things do go wrong. No one's sitting there yelling or blaming anyone else, which is probably the best bit. Like, I come to soccer to play, to be positive. So, yeah.
Speaking on that versatility as well, the quality doesn't drop with anyone that you bring onto the pitch. Everyone's more than capable of filling that role and picking up the speed of the game really, really quick. And because, like we were saying about that trip away to Ballarat, not only are you building a friendship, but you're learning about each other's weaknesses and strengths, on the pitch and off the pitch. So you can continuously keep building on that.
Yeah.
Welcome back here on Sandy Bay Media for another episode. We're joined by one of the first teams that got involved with Sandy Bay Media when we first started, Casey Comets, and we're going to have a chat with them about how preseason's going, how 2022's shaping up, and touch on about the year that's coming up. So firstly, welcome everyone.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Well, can we just get a bit of a round introduction who we've got today or tonight?
I'm Georgia.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Ariel.
Excellent. Well, let's have a look at the season. How has preseason been treating? I think it's about a month since you've been back on the park.
It's been really good. We touched base a little bit before Christmas. So we started, rolling in a few players, trying to get as much as we could down here. Mm-hmm. And then as we've progressed from Christmas, we've formed a really strong team that's got really strong bonds. And it's been really good. Fitness has been where we want it to be at this point in time, possibly even further. So it's really good.
That's excellent to hear that. And Emily?
So far, so good. I agree. A lot of fitness aspects. We're doing testing every 4 weeks to see if we've improved or not. Team-wise, we went up for a trip away type of thing for a whole club thing, which is great. Good to see the girls and the men's all bond together type of thing.
Nice.
But been really good.
No, that's excellent to hear that. And obviously knowing Dean, he's very big on creating that bonding and that sort of that community feeling around the club.
Yeah, for sure.
And Ariel, how important would you say having those trips and sort of just taking your mind off football for a little while is?
I think we'd all agree they're pretty important. I think the chemistry that we form on the trips are definitely present in our playing, and I think it definitely makes us stronger. We have lots of laughs. We definitely behave ourselves. We have a great time. We really enjoy ourselves. I think it's a really good balance between working really hard and performing on the field when we're out and away, really showing what Casey can do, and then also relaxing, having a good time, spending time with each other. It's really, really important, and it's really shown.
No, that's excellent to hear that. And you can definitely tell there's some stories up there that's probably left till end of season to talk about.
Probably.
For sure.
And Georgia, as the captain of the side, what have you seen this year from last year that, sort of an improvement or a bit of a change that's different?
I think as a whole team, our quality has improved immensely. We've brought in some girls that have a lot of experience from the league above us in the NPL. So we're able to share that experience amongst all the positions on the pitch. Yep. And I think by doing that, we've just grown as individuals, on and off the park. We've bounced really, really well off each other. So I think that as a whole, the whole team is looking really, really strong.
No, that's awesome to hear that. And just as you mentioned, that experience coming up from the, that NPL league into VPL2, it just makes a difference. And Emily, as yourself, just looking at, as Georgia mentioned, those the players coming in with a range of different qualities and experience, how have they settled into the team so far?
To start off with, obviously everyone was a bit nervous and whatnot because they've come from that higher league. They've obviously got more experience than what we have. But like I said previously, with the trip and the games that we've constantly been playing and stuff like that, it seemed like a bit of an icebreaker.
Yeah.
So no one was thinking about how good someone is than someone else. It was just now we're all a team type of thing. like the way we win is team wise. It's not individuals. It's because we come together and play together. So first of all, obviously scary because you think, oh my God, like these really good players are coming down to us.
Yeah.
But it's been great to have them to guide us and whatnot. Yeah.
No, that's excellent to hear that. And sometimes there's a bit of animosity saying, "Oh, my position might be on the line," but no, it seems like it's everyone's on the same page. It's the common goal.
Yeah.
And Ariel, as Emily mentioned, you've been playing a few practice games. You've been having a run with these new players. How has that gone so far?
Yeah, really good. I think we've sort of mostly been experimenting with a few different strategies. We have a lot of versatility on the team, lots of people we can play in lots of different positions. So shuffling people around, seeing what flows, what fits, what makes us our most quality and what helps us outperform, and where are our strengths, where are our weaknesses, how do we compensate, and how do we make it work and flow. And I think we've actually found some really good techniques and really good strategies. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think this year, usually on previous years, if someone was injured, we wouldn't have that backup type of thing.
Yeah.
And like now we can have that people where if someone's injured or hurt or something happens, you can switch players around because, like you said, have versatility with the team, which is great.
Yeah.
No, that's excellent.
Speaking on that versatility as well, the quality doesn't drop with anyone that you bring onto the pitch. Like everyone's more than capable of filling that role and picking up the speed of the game really, really quick. And because, like we were saying about that trip away to Ballarat, not only like are you building a friendship, but you're learning about each other's weaknesses and strengths, like on the pitch and off the pitch. So you can continuously keep building on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can definitely hear that in in everything we've just spoke about so far. And I know last year one of the issues where you had a couple of injuries, you've got a few reserve players that are coming in that are very young and that need a little bit more time. So it's great to hear that it's going to be a different year, a bit more of a competitive year by the looks and sounds of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And just before we wrap up, just having a look at the year coming up. So what are your thoughts going into this season? How do you feel, or sort of what are your goals? Start off with you, Ariel.
I think my goal, like for the team, I think would be to continue to keep the morale up. I think last year, especially with COVID, the morale seemed to deteriorate throughout the year, and we had a lot of injuries and a lot of problems. And so I think that would be my goal, is to keep the morale up no matter what. I think we all consider each other like really close friends, good family, like just like family. So I think that would be a goal as a team. I think personally, I'd love to give it my best shot, get as fit as I can, push people back because I feel like I get pushed around a lot, so push back. So, but yeah, that's for me.
Yeah. Me and George are quite funny. We're actually talking about this on the way up because we come up together, obviously. We were saying we felt a bit nervous for the season ahead. We were like, a bit nervous, don't know what the other teams are like. Our team seems very strong at the moment, but like obviously game day comes into play. Everyone's a bit nervous. They're like, oh, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? Blah, blah, blah. But other than that, like structure-wise, foundation-wise, feel very strong in that concept. And like Ariel said, like it's like a little family. Even if it was happen, things do go wrong. No one's sitting there yelling or blaming anyone else, which is probably the best bit. Like I come to soccer to play, to be positive. So George.
Definitely. I think this year, like similar to last year, will be a very tough competition. Like we've seen with the 7 or so weeks that we played, the score line didn't really reflect, I guess, on the actual game itself. And the score lines weren't too big either. But I can just imagine, similar to our team, a lot of teams are going to be very strong in different aspects. So very excited, but also a little bit nervous, but more excited to see what we're going to be coming up against and where we can prove ourselves, and also obtain and keep rising to the club's values and try to make sure that we are that team that's going to be up in the top of the league.
No, that definitely sounds very exciting. And obviously just reflecting on last year, we got to see a lot of Casey, and obviously speaking with Dean quite a bit. It sounded like last year was very much finding your footing and learning, and then just improving, not just as individual, but as a team, and really building up for this year, where you are pushing for that top 2 spot and then fighting for promotion.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Last year, I found like we same as this year, but we had a lot of young players last year. Like you were saying earlier, you've seen from our games, we had some reserves coming up and showing their skills and everything, which are from a younger age group. But it's always great to get the younger girls in there for senior football and be able to showcase what they can do and what they're capable of. It's what we play football for, really.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, look, thank you for joining us. It's sounding like it's going to be a very competitive season this year, all across the board. And we're excited to be following all of the teams that we are and just having a chat with different clubs and different players and seeing how it travels. All the best for this season's coming up. And we're definitely keen to catch up very shortly before the start of it.
All right. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.